Hi everyone, it's Beaching Nails. Today I'm going to show you how I created this swatch stick. Now I used watercolor and Gouache paint. I don't care for the Gouache paint that Walmart sells or even Joann Fabrics or Michaels. I'm sure if I would have looked into the higher end brand at those stores it might have been better. But I ended up finding mine on eBay. And I really like the effect that I get from it. So we're going to go ahead and start out. I have one coat of white nail polish, my favorite, Funky Fingers White. Saran wrap. We're going to take this and we're going to put this, and I have a big piece. Put it in a ball. Get your tweezers. I can't find my little palettes anywhere, so I'm going to be using a piece of paper to put my paint on. Now I do water these down just slightly, not a lot. When you add too much, the paint's going to slide off. Now actually when I was making this, between the two colors, the black was really taking over the entire nail and I was kind of freaking out because you couldn't even see the rose color at all in there. And I kept on dabbing and working with it, and that's kind of how I ended up with this effect. It was by pure accident. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I did it again on another nail with different colors. I didn't get the exact same look of it looking like a rose in there, but it did give the whole crackle effect, which you can make your own crackle paint, people. It's very easy to make. Elmer's glue. Yeah, that's right. Elmer's glue can do it for you too. Okay, so let me see here. I kind of want to show you guys my consistency here. I put water on my brush. I'm going to dab a lot of it off. I'm going to go in first into the maroon. Get my swatch stick. And I am just going random. There's another one of those arts, you guys. Just random. You can't go wrong when you have random. Now I'm going to go ahead, wipe my brush off, clean it off with some water. A little bit of water on my brush, dab it off, go into the black. Now the black obviously is going to be very overpowering and take over the nail, which is fine. Random. Move this out of the way. Saran wrap in a ball here. I find that the bigger the ball that I make, the more creases I get in the saran wrap, the more of the effect I'm going to get. Let me zoom this in. There we go. And as you can see as I'm dabbing, whole nail is going black. Well, take your saran wrap, wipe it off. Come back, dab again. So I'm putting paint on essentially to take it back off. But it's the saran wrap that's leaving the effect on there. Now I've tried this with paper towel, wax paper. I'm going through swatch sticks like you guys wouldn't believe over here. I'm painting over them. This paint dries very fast too. Now if you want, I still got black on my brush. Wipe some of it off because I'm going to go into the lighter color here, into the rose. Just add. Now this dries fast. If I don't hit this really quick, it's going to dry up in a dot like that. But because the other layers aren't completely dry, I'm pulling up and leaving kind of like bald spots where you're seeing my actual base from. This is so fun because you can continue adding more layers, taking more off. If you don't like it, just take a damp paper towel and wipe the whole thing off and start all over again. You'll find as you're doing it, you'll do one nail and you'll figure out your technique and you'll be like, oh, I'm doing all 10 just like this. Love it. And we're going to let this dry fully. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to top coat it and we'll come back and we'll see if this is anywhere near like this when we're done. Okay, so as I was sitting here looking at it, watching and waiting for it to dry, I decided to get my ball saran wrap wet with a little bit of water, and I started dabbing onto it. And I'm liking the effect that it's leaving. The saran wrap is pulling more of it off, blending the colors in, and really leaving an effect on there. This is one of those arts where it's to your preference. If you want to continue adding more, you want to add more color, you want to add less, just play with it. No two will be the same. I'll be lucky if this one comes anywhere near this one here. And so far it's looking pretty close. But it may not even be exact. Okay, we'll wait for it to dry and we'll top coat. We'll be back. So this is the original. And this is the one we just made. It's not exactly the same. It definitely looks like, though, it can belong with that Manny. Alrighty, well, thank you for watching. You guys take care and hang 10. Bye-bye.